All right, cool. So it looks like your run-up's complete. You're good to go there. What's the next thing we're going to do before we take off?
Our emergency briefing. All right, so when we have an engine failure on takeoff roll, taxi off the runway. When we have an engine failure after takeoff and beyond the runway, we push and then look for somewhere to land, preferably straight ahead. If we have enough energy and altitude, we may turn back. In this case, we will be turning into the wind, which will be a right-hand turn. And yeah, that's it. Push.
Cool. That works. All right. One thing though you might find, and this is just a comment to add to that, is not only when you have an engine failure on the runway, you're going to try to get off the runway when you can. You don't want to rush it. The biggest thing when you experience an engine failure or any kind of abnormality, aborted takeoff, anything like that, prior to liftoff, power to idle, maintain directional control, and roll straight ahead. Brakes as needed. Then take your time to get off the runway. The worst thing you can do is start to rush things, right, and then find yourself in a situation where you're in the grass or you're burning up the brakes, burning up the tires, and getting into an out-of-control situation.
Right.
So make sure you're always staying ahead of the airplane. And you're right. Exactly what you want to do is when the engine fails after liftoff, push, unload the wings, get the nose down, and prevent yourself from getting to a stall, maintain control, and maneuver to make a landing. If you got to land on the grass runway, great. If you got to land on the trees, bummer. Put it between two trees, shear the wings off, try to push to the tops of them if you can. But
fly it till it stops.
Exactly. What's the number one rule about flying an airplane?
Fly it till it stops.
Fly the airplane.
All the way into the crash.
Exactly. All right, let's go.